before we start off with the types of beam, we should understand about the force and the reaction. Whenever an object is resting on the surface generates an equal and opposite reaction to the force applied by the object. The force acting here is the weight of the object. This is Newton's third law, where for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. So if you observe in this figure, we have a certain force acting downwards due to the object's weight on the table, and we have a normal reaction by the surface which is acting upwards and is equal to the force that is being applied. Now, what happens when the force applied and the reaction force is equal to each other? Then we have a stable condition where the object simply rests on the surface. Suppose the force applied is greater than the reaction force, then we can observe that the surface will start to sink or sag. And when you have the reaction force greater than the force applied, then we can experience the same effect as in the case of trampoline, where the person jumping on it will be pushed back up in the air again. The reaction force by the trampoline is greater than the force applied by the person on the trampoline. So now we know that for every force applied, we have a reaction force. In case of beams, we will be restricting the discussion to 2D planes only, that is X and Y plane. When we have a 2D plane, we should talk about the degrees of freedom. The degree of freedom is the number of independent parameters required to define a point's position in a 2D plane. In this case, if a point is present in a 2D plane, it can move up and down or left and right, and it can also rotate or have a moment. So for every point, we have a vertical component, a horizontal component, and a moment. These are the three ways in which a point in the 2D plane can move.